What is going on, agents? This is LaserBolt coming at you with a Division 2 video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys and telling you guys how you could access the best of the best loot within the game, and that is obtaining the best loot from within the Dark Zone. I'm also going to explain how do you unlock the Dark Zone for all of you newcomers, for all of these people who've never got a chance to play the Division 1 and maybe are jumping into the game. And then we'll also talk a little bit about what the Dark Zone is all about, how do you get the loot, and how to access a secret hidden area within the Dark Zone that will net you the best loot. So if that sounds like something you guys like, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date to everything the Division 2. But without further ado, guys, let's talk about what you need to know in regards to the Dark Zone. Just like the Division 1, we get an introduction to the Dark Zone in the Division 2. For those of you who are newcomers, I'm going to give you guys a brief explanation on what the Dark Zone is all about. Basically, the Dark Zone is an end game activity that you unlock within the game. If you've had a chance to dive into the beta, you guys might have already unlocked the Dark Zone, or if you haven't so already, you're probably going to be able to unlock it after you complete the first 2 story missions. So if you guys want to unlock it in the beta, complete the first 2 story missions, then you will be granted another mission that will walk you through a little bit about how to unlock the Dark Zone and what you could do within the Dark Zone itself. I'm pretty sure once the game gets released, we will be unlocking the game in the same manner. Of course, doing a couple missions and then getting a mission that will allow us to unlock the Dark Zone. But while unlocking the Dark Zone might take a little bit longer than you like, it is actually going to be worth you spending the time and unlocking the Dark Zone. The reason is because if you're trying to get the best of the best loot you could possibly get in the game, then the Dark Zone is where you're going to be able to obtain this loot. Just like the Division 1, in the Division 2, the Dark Zone is going to play a key important role in you getting the top of the tiered loot. Now, unfortunately, in order for you to do that, you're going to have to risk it all, guys, in making sure you come out with that loot without getting caught either by PvPers or PvEers. So make sure you guys come ready to fight your way out of the Dark Zone. So that kind of gives you guys a brief idea for those of you who might know what the Dark Zone is all about and what you could actually get. So where exactly do you get the best loot? Well, there's going to be 2 ways that you're going to be able to obtain the best loot. The first way, of course, is the one that a majority of you guys already know, is you're going to be looking for stashes, or you're going to be able to fight bosses, and you're also going to be looking for beams of light that are highlighted yellow. Usually these beams of light, which are considered loot boxes, will contain a very special weapon. Sometimes these weapons will be contaminated and you're going to need to decontaminate them. The only way you're able to decontaminate them is by extracting them out of the Dark Zone. I'm pretty sure that's common knowledge for some of you. For some of you, it might be a little bit different, but in order for you guys, for those of you who don't know, once you get that contaminated weapon, you're going to have to go to an area and call a chopper to come and pick you up and get that loot out of the Dark Zone and decontaminate it that way. Now let's talk about the second and number 2 option, and that is by accessing a secret area within the Dark Zone in order to talk to a vendor or to access specific loot that is found hidden within the Dark Zone and be able to take that out of the Dark Zone. And that is being able to access the Thief Dens. Now the question is, how do I access the Thief Dens? What do I exactly need to access the Thief Den? What do I have to do? And how do I get that loot out of there? So we're going to talk about all that stuff right now. So in order for you to access Thieves Den, you will need to go rogue. Now, if you want to go rogue within the game, you will need to do the following. First, you're going to have to hold down select, and this is going to activate your rogue status. Now, when you become rogue, you're going to see a little skull that appears above your head. Once the skull appears above your head, that means you have gone rogue. Once you go rogue, you are then going to have to hack HD terminals. Now, in order for you to hack HD terminals, those will be indicated with another skull icon within the map. You're going to have to go around the map and locate each SDH terminal. I believe it's a total of 10 of them in order for you to be able to access the entrance or know the locations of the doors that are located within the Dark Zone to make sure you are able to enter the Thieves Den. Now, one thing I want to recommend for you guys is once you go rogue, don't shoot anybody. Just go ahead and hack the terminals, and then once you guys have access, try to avoid any confrontation that you possibly can, because you definitely do not want to get killed or die in the meantime while you're trying to get access to one of the doors. Because if you do die before you get access to one of the doors, you might lose your access to within Thieves Den. So do keep that in mind. Now, once you guys have gone and been able to access Thieves Den, you're then going to have to travel, depending on what area you're within the map, to the door location to access Thieves Den. Now, there are sewer locations, there are regular doors, back alleys. There's different locations within the map that will allow you to access Thieves Den. Now, once you go to Thieves Den, you are going to need a couple of things. First and foremost, you are going to need, depending on which door you enter, you're going to need the following. First, you're going to need one perk that's going to allow you to access one gear. Now, this perk is found within Washington, D.C. over at the White House. If you go ahead and talk to the vendor will be selling a perk that I believe is unlocked at tier 9 that is called the No Honor perk. The No Honor perk will give you access to open certain loot that is only found within Thieves Den. So make sure you get this perk, and once you level up your Dark Zone to tier 9, you should be able to get this perk so you could get special loot. What this does, it allows you to get loot every day from within a specific door within Thieves Den. Apart from that, you will also be able to access a special vendor. As you guys remember, back in Division 1, we had a specific vendor that we were able to access as well. Well, in the Division 2, we will also have access to a specific vendor that is only going to be located in Thieves Den. So if you want to make sure you get the special loot from the vendor, you're definitely going to want to make sure you access Thieves Den, but you're going to have a specific currency that is only obtained for that specific character. Now, just like the Division 1, I will have you guys completely covered in the Division 2 on how to farm specific material to buy stuff from specific vendors. So if that's something you guys feel like you're going to be definitely interested in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and make sure you guys are ready for a lot of Division 2 content. I hope you did find this video helpful and informative. If you did, do me the huge favor, guys, drop a like, share this video with your friends because it does help me out a lot, and don't forget, for all things of Division 2, make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I will catch you guys on the next video.